Let's shift over to NA here. So after everything that went down, it was a crazy week. C9 beat TSM, TSM beat Immortals, CLG beat C9. I'm probably getting some things wrong here because it was just...
I think they were all wrong.
Possible. But, I mean, after all of it, Kummel Gaming ends up in first place again at 8-2. And I would say they had a pretty impressive week, especially in that Cloud9 series. They did a lot of things that I liked. Yeah,
I mean, really, Dardok's been implemented. He's fully immersed in the team now, and pretty much across the board, they're performing really well. When he gets Aurelion Sol, he puts up his 30 KDA, something absurd. Don't know how he ever gets this guy. Stixxay still looking like one of the top ADs, if not the best one in NA. Really, the most surprising thing has been how much Aframu is dying on this team. He's almost been the most inconsistent guy on CLG, which is surprising because he's been that pillar for them the last couple of seasons. Right. Obviously, he's still one of the main shot callers for them, but just getting vision for them, he's dying a lot.
He sure is. I mean, this team gets ahead a lot of the time, and with that, they get a little bit too much aggressive at times, going to the enemy jungle, trying to get those wards down. And you see it with Dardok. He'll get caught out going too aggressive. Aframu too, going for those hooks, those bindings, whatever it is. Just gets too aggressive, too cocky almost in-game, and they get caught out. But for me, what I really loved for CLG this week was they're going back to these creative level 1 and early game starts.
Yeah.
I mean, they picked up first blood in game 1 against Cloud9 with that clever start. And then game 3, Dardok got that new kind of super leash where they help
level 3 gank on the level 1s.
At 2 minutes and 20 seconds getting ganked.
That's pretty fun.
Absurd, but it was perfectly executed and got them an early lead. And that's something that CLG used to do back in their prime, back in their golden age, so to say. Have these creative level 1s, these invades that really got them a nice start.
Yeah, and they're really coordinated in whatever they do. Kind of like the old Cloud9 where they pick a target, High says who it is, and they all commit to go in. Sometimes they all die and it's a wipe, but they're always on the same page, CLG nowadays. So when they go in, they all go in, they're all committed, which is good to see.
It is good to see. And I always respect teams that just try to make plays consistently. CLG is one of those teams, if they're behind, they'll probably lose the game really quickly because they just keep making these engages. But, I mean, that's the only way you're going to get back in the game, right?
Yeah, so it's better than dragging out these 45 minutes where you'll never actually have a chance.
I much prefer that, so we don't see these 60-minute just stall fests like the CLG EU days, which was exhausting.
5 Barons each team.
Yeah. So, I mean, CLG, pretty interesting performance this week. Do you think they are the best team? Not even going to Rift Rivals, which is pretty unfortunate because I would love to see them on the big stage, especially with these kind of new strats and the new meta that they have going on. But do you think they're the best team in NA right now?
I think they're looking like the most consistent one up at the top there. I mean, that C9 series was super impressive.
It was.
And really just across the board, like I said, all the guys have been pretty consistent. And as a team, it's just they play the Bloodblast style. They got the most kills in the NA LCS. And I think really it's just getting over TSM. They always seem to struggle with them during the regular season. But I think if they keep playing the way they are and Dardok and Aframu limit their unnecessary deaths, then I think they could potentially be the best team heading into playoffs.
Yeah, TSM's that one team that just almost, it's a mind game with them. They're just in CLG's head and, you know, man, we really have to beat these guys. And that's not a mindset you want to have going into an important game. It's just, I need to win.
Especially since Doublelift went over there and he always wants to murder CLG now. So.
Always. But I mean, CLG's definitely looking good. They also 2-0 Team Liquid. Not surprising, so to say, but...
I would hope they would be. I kind of thought that was going to be a trap series that they were going to lose, and we'd probably be having a different conversation if they did.
I mean, based on the way the week went, too, you're just like, CLG, I'm almost betting that they would. That's what an old CLG team would have done. Lose a Team Liquid.
Especially when you saw that clip that Dardok said on his stream, basically, that the whole Team Liquid's hot garbage. As soon as he said that, it was like, all right, well, you're going to lose now.
You're definitely going to lose.
But they still 2-0'd him, so
yeah, very good
for them.